and welcome. You're watching NewsX Deep Dive with me, Shivani Singh, and today we look at how India has once again sent a powerful message of its indigenous defense capabilities through fire, precision and strategic intent. On February 6th, India successfully test-fired the nuclear-capable Agni III ballistic missile from the integrated test range in Chandipur, Odisha. The launch was conducted under the Strategic Forces Command, which manages India's nuclear arsenal, and officials confirmed that the missile met all its operational and technical parameters. The launch, confirming the system's reliability and readiness, wasn't just a routine test. It was a reaffirmation of India's strategic deterrence capability and a signal that its long-range strike systems remain fully functional, reliable and ready. With this test, the Agni series of missiles continues to strengthen India's strategic capabilities. The series includes Agni I with a range of 700 kilometers, Agni II with a range of 2000 kilometers, Agni III with a range of 3000 kilometers, Agni IV capable of striking targets up to 4000 kilometers, and Agni V which has the longest striking range of 5000 kilometers. Now, to understand why this matters, we need to understand what the Agni III missile is. Though several other missiles in the Agni family, including upgraded variants, have been tested in recent years, Agni III continues to be viewed as a critical and proven component of the country's nuclear deterrence. The Agni III is an intermediate range ballistic missile capable of striking targets up to 3000 kilometers away. This range places major strategic targets across Asia within reach, including deep inside hostile territory if necessary. Designed by the Defense Research and Development Organization, or the DRDO, it is a two-stage missile capable of nuclear weapons delivery. This missile is equipped with sophisticated navigation, guidance and control systems, as well as advanced on-board computer systems. The missile makes use of strapped-down inertial navigation system, an internal system that uses sensors like gyroscopes and accelerometers to track the missile's speed, direction and position from launch to impact. This system does not rely on external signals, meaning it works even if GPS is jammed. It also means that Agni III can hit its target with very high accuracy, usually within about 40 meters. The electronic systems are designed to withstand greater vibration, heat and noise. The two stages of Agni has an overall diameter of 6 feet 7 inches. The mass of the first stage is about 32 tons and 25 feet long, while the second stage is 10 tons and 11 feet long. It is part of India's Agni missile family, the backbone of India's land-based nuclear deterrent. Together they form a layered missile shield capable of striking targets from short to intercontinental distances. Agni III sits right in the middle of this architecture, bridging regional and long-range strike capability. But what makes the Agni III so powerful? Well, the ballistic missile is not just about distance. It's about destructive capability, survivability and precision. The missile's two-stage solid fuel propulsion system makes it faster to launch and easier to deploy. Once the first stage completes its burn, the second stage ignites to carry the missile along its intended trajectory, ensuring both stability and accuracy. It can carry a payload of up to 1,500 kilograms, and most importantly, it is nuclear capable. This means that the missile can deliver nuclear warheads deep into enemy territory, forming a critical part of India's nuclear deterrence doctrine. Its advanced systems allow it to withstand extreme temperatures and re-enter the Earth's atmosphere at hypersonic speeds, which ensures accuracy, survivability and effectiveness even against sophisticated air defense systems. Now, while the Agni III was inducted into service in 2011, missile tests like these serve multiple strategic purposes. Firstly, validation of operational readiness. Even after induction, missiles must be periodically tested to ensure that they remain reliable. This includes checking propulsion systems, guidance systems, electronics, and overall performance. Secondly, strategic signaling. Missile tests communicate capability without confrontation. They demonstrate preparedness without escalation. And thirdly, deterrence stability. India follows a doctrine of credible minimum deterrence and no first use. This means India does not initiate nuclear conflict, but must maintain credible capability to respond if attacked. The Strategic Forces Command conducts such launches to ensure India's deterrence remains credible, operational and ready at all times. And the bigger picture? Well, the Agni III forms one leg of India's nuclear triad. This triad consists of land-based missiles like Agni, air-delivered nuclear weapons like the Mirage 2000H and submarine-launched ballistic missiles like K-5 Sagarika. This three-layered system ensures survivability even if one component is compromised. It guarantees second strike capability, which is the cornerstone of nuclear deterrence. The successful test of the Agni III missile is more than just a technological milestone. It is a reaffirmation of India's strategic strength and a demonstration of indigenous defense capability. It is a reminder that in today's uncertain world, deterrence remains the strongest guarantee of peace. India's message is clear. It seeks peace, but it remains prepared. Let me in fact discuss this further with Ravi Gupta, who is a former DRDO director. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us on the broadcast. We appreciate your time. Mr. Gupta, if I can get your first reactions to India again testing Agni III. Remember, this is a nuclear capable device and we have better versions like the Agni V. But the fact that Agni III can actually be tested with zero prep gives India this strategic advantage that it is looking for.
Definitely, Shivani, thank you very much for bringing me on board. See, definitely, I think you have given a very, very beautiful description of our country's nuclear deterrence policy and capabilities of various Agni series missiles, including Agni III. Now, how this become important? See, first of all, this tells the world that yes, we are peaceful, but we are ready. And that is very important under the present context. The very rapidly we are seeing the world is changing. Remember, as you have told, it was inducted long back in 2011, but and of course it is fired by the Strategic Forces Command, which is the operational command. So it sends a strong signal that yes, anytime it can be used if it is required. And as you rightly said, we have a no first use policy. We are a peaceful nation, responsible nuclear power. But in case anybody tries to attack us anywhere in our country or where our interests are there, we are going to retaliate massively. And these the triad, nuclear triad, which you have just described, launching it from the air, from the land, and from underwater, of course from the ships also. So that speaks volumes about our capabilities. Deterrence is the best, the best way to avoid such kind of a situation. Remember, so far there is only one incident of nuclear attack on any other country, and that was Japan. And imagine, had Japan had a nuclear, was a nuclear power at that point of time, will America had any chance of America daring to attack Japan with a nuclear bomb? No. Today you have China, you have got North Korea conducting so many tests and trying to demonstrate its power and readiness to fire, but nobody is touching it with. So deterrence is the best means, the best defense as far as the nuclear attack is concerned. Of course, this kind of test, they give so many other advantages also to the country. First of all, these missiles, they have a long shelf life. We have to be sure that these missiles, when the need comes, they will be functioning. So periodically, randomly from that storage, one missile is taken out and it is tested. We know its past history, how much it has been stored, and now it's just not a kind of a ordinary any other missile which is in the inventory. it is a very expensive and missile with nuclear capability. So when we fire it, we take advantage of that situation. We put some more sensors, additional sensors, and record the health of all the systems and subsystems. So that gives us insight.
Right,
That,
right.
How are these going to perform? What is the shelf life? What is supposed to be done over a long period of? And remember, many of the components, they are common in all the other missiles. So, like, especially the electronic components, they are more or less same. So what happens is that it generate voluminous data and gives us insight into the performance of other missiles also.
Right.
Builds up the confidence level.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Mr. Gupta, for joining us on the broadcast with that valuable perspective. With that, we are wrapping up this bulletin.